Good morning. I just thought I would do a real quick video explaining why I have not been posting more videos. I will. You've probably figured out by now that I'm not really a fan of actually self-publishing. Self-publishing means that you buy your own books, and you shouldn't be buying your own books. I will be changing the name to what I really am talking about, which is print on demand. And the reason it has taken so long for me to get back to this is I already taught this before, but I normally bring dozens of books to class and we look at books and we examine the contents and the design and all of the elements that go into creating a book. And the reason I got interested in this is I'm really not a fan of ebooks. I don't even own an ebook reader. I have designed ebooks. And in fact, I have an ebook on Amazon called Byproduct. And the reason I don't like ebooks, they've gotten much better, but I like not only the feel of a book in my hand, but I like the way that it looks. And presentation is everything. We really learned that a lot with the early years of the internet. I have not followed this lately, but I remember the days when everyone was doing research on how many seconds will someone look at a web page before they click away and go look at something else. And that all comes back to we like to look at things that are interesting to look at. I have a tendency to say pretty. It's not really pretty, it's interesting. I don't look interesting this morning. I put no makeup on. I'm on my way out the door to catch the bus in a little bit. So normally when I teach this class, I hand out books. Well, I thought, well, I could just show them to you on camera, except I think it would be breaking copyright laws if I did that. I could get permission, or I could at least ask permission from every single book I want to show you. However, there's a really cool thing that I didn't even dawn on me that I need to be showing you, and that is the preview. When you do print on demand, you upload your well-designed book with all the colors and every little element. It actually goes as a PDF. It is already digitized, so when you upload your book, say you want to advertise or you want to have it listed on Amazon, they have the preview. And the reason they are able to do that is you create the preview, okay? That's your actual book that you are looking at. And somehow it had not occurred to me until now. They really need to be stressing that. That's a really cool thing. And you can also Google yourself, and sometimes you'll find a preview, sometimes not. And each author decides for themselves if they want a preview or not. Depends on what you're doing. It's still copyrighted. It's probably to your advantage to have a preview. So people, it's like thumbing through a book. So you get an idea of the author's way of writing, what the content is like. It's like thumbing through a book. And they show you the front and the back and at least some of the inside, usually the table of contents. So if you have named your chapters, that goes into the preview that you'll find on Amazon and so on. And I'm going back to the library. That's where I'm going today, is back to the library to haul home some more books to show you, because I want to look at them in my hands before I go online. And I need to make sure that you are able to access those pages online that I want to show to you. So that's kind of where I've been, and I will be renaming this. I will be changing it from self-publishing to pod to print on demand. I really am dying to call us pod people, but I'm sure that's copyrighted. I wish there was a cool term for that. Anyway, I'm still here, and I have been spending a lot of time actually on figuring out how to deliver this online, because it's very, right now I'm just doing print books, so I'm working with things that are tangible. And so it's a little different than teaching about ebooks. I will eventually teach you how to create ebooks, totally different universe. And I have done that. I've done that for several people. And ebooks have improved drastically because you can now use color and graphics, and you can include some design. The early ebooks were so boring. my background is I have a master's degree in instructional systems technology, and one of the things that I have studied extensively is how do you help the reader to read your book? And a lot of it is layout, and I'll introduce you to lots of terms and how to make that easier. And it doesn't matter if you're writing a textbook or a graphic novel or whatever. You still have to make sure that the design of the book doesn't hinder your reader from actually reading what you've written. And the whole point is to get people to read what you wrote, right? Right? Otherwise, why are you going to put it into a book? So I will be getting back to that. And I also wanted to mention that I really am focusing this on Microsoft Word. Doesn't have to be Microsoft Word, but it does need to be a word processor on any platform that does recognize styles, where you have a command. It's an embedded command that says, okay, if this line is formatted, if this line is formatted this way, the next line should be formatted this way, and the line before those two should be formatted such and such a way. Once you get those set up, you don't need to go through and format anything else. Once it's assigned, and it works, and it's what keeps your book looking consistent so that it doesn't look like a ransom note with fonts everywhere. So what was I talking about? I'm focusing on Microsoft Word just because. And you could do the same thing with OpenOffice, and most people are going to be using those two products. That's why I'm focusing on those two, because that's what we all write with. I will eventually get around to talking about how to do this with InDesign. And when you download the templates, if I forget to mention this, most of the pod sites will also give you either instructions or an actual template for working with InDesign. Most people not only don't know InDesign, InDesign's expensive, and most of us don't even own it. So I will put that off a little bit, and there are some things that I can share with you that will make Pod by InDesign, it's Podai. I forgot what I was saying now. I have not had my coffee. It's sitting right there. So I will help you work with InDesign in creating a print-on-demand book as well. And that's going to be way beyond most people's interest, let alone their expertise at this point. And I would rather help people continue writing. And if you really want your book, or if you just allow someone, whether you want it or not, to design your book in InDesign, you can always hire someone to do that. So that's that. And I am off to get some more books from the library today. And most of you don't know that I'm a cancer survivor. I have a PET scan. I have PET scans every 3 months to determine if I have cancer again. And we're speculating there's a pretty high chance that I will eventually get cancer again. So this is always my worst week. Oh my God, the wild turkeys are outside. Oh my God, and I'm using my laptop. Oh, there's a turkey. Hold on, I've got to take a picture of this. Oh, there's a turkey standing on the bench. Oh my God, stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, don't jump. Oh, there he went. I have 5 wild turkeys outside my window. Anyway, I get excited about the wild turkeys. Oh my God. Oh, I know what I say. I think if I learned anything from cancer, it's you gotta laugh. Anyway, I will be having a PET scan on Thursday morning, so this is a week when I really want to focus on getting my mind off PET scans and cancer and chemo and all the evil things, and it helps me. It really does. And people have asked me, how do you survive cancer? You focus on life. There is no magic prayer. There is no magic anything. Science is 99% of it. 1% of it is luck. And that's for a whole different topic. And please do not start assaulting me about your opinion of chemo or cancer or any of this. Not interested. I've been there, I've done that. And so anyway, it helps me to help you to stay focused and to get as much done as I can in the next, it'll be a week and a half, 2 weeks before I know the results of this PET scan. So I plan to get a lot of this online in the meantime, and that will be hopefully easier than you might think, because I've taught it before, so I already have my notes. All I'm doing now is chopping it up into tiny little bite sizes so that you're not having to watch 6 hours of video at one setting. So I'm trying to deliver this in little bits and pieces, and if there's a piece you don't want, you just skip on to the next video. So that's where I am, and I'm so happy that turkeys are here this morning. I love my wild turkeys. There were 11 out there the other day. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go drink my coffee, catch a bus. Talk to you later. Bye.